Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It is October 1st. October 1st. Welcome to Stonk Trader. I am Scott Cione. I'll be hosting our live AMC price action today. But before I go ahead and get into all of that, let me go ahead and share this to our Twitter page here. So let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Today.
Holy shit, I got that so goddamn loud. Let me break that down all the way to here. Yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the AMC price action and also the algorithms through my program. We'll be checking that out. Let me go. I'll knock it off, dog. So let me make sure this tweet goes through. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's pull this up, and we're taking a look right now at the AMC chart, and once again, folks, look, we're seeing some very unusual things happening with AMC, and look, I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time, and I know stock manipulation when I see it. I also study high frequency trading, algorithmic trading, and that's what we're looking at. That's what we've been looking at in AMC for several months now. And what we're looking at right now, prime example of what I'm talking about. Right off the bat, okay, they came in, meaning the market maker. And I'm referring to Citadel because Citadel is the largest market maker. Citadel is involved in the meme stocks. We've all seen the shit playing out with Robinhood, Citadel, Melvin Capital, blah, blah, blah. So we know that situation is there. But let's take a look at the screen. Right off the bat, as the bell rang, let's take a look at these candles. We had two green candles. This green candle right here, 2.9 million shares in volume. So our volume right now is 20.83 million. Okay, so right off the bat, do you actually think in real live time, do you actually think that almost 3 million shares were purchased at 9:31? No, that's not happening. That other candle, 975,744. But this candle right here, this nice big red chunky one, 704,000. 704,712. Okay. Usually when I see things like that, it could be one of two things. It could be some institutional buyers that have sold off, or it could be a dump. Yeah, a dump from the dark pool from yesterday. So you have to remember something, folks. They use these dark pools as a little storage facility. Okay. Yesterday, I think almost 60%, maybe a little more, of AMC's price action buy orders went into the dark pool. They did not hit the lit market. Okay, so that was about, I don't know the figure. I could show you guys the actual figure. Maybe 40. What the hell was it? 40 million in volume. So we had a decent day with regular lit volume, but then if you add another 40 million, well, things would look a hell of a lot different than they did yesterday. Okay, and the day before, and the day before, and the fucking day before that. Excuse my language, but I'm starting to get heated up because this stuff really pisses me off that they just can't let this be organic. It just has to be manipulated. So naturally, we start seeing this. This is, to me, this action right here. Oh, let me get my damn drawing pen out so it looks a little easier and we can outline these things. So we'll just we'll get a nice channel going in here. I don't like that stinking color, but let's just make it purple, okay? And we'll identify these short sales, and that's what this was. This was shorting right here. So we'll leave that shorting in purple. And this would be hard to define right here, even though, let's see how many. That was 213,000, 300,000, 263,000. Okay, short little run up here, 385,000, 416,000, 464,000. Okay, the next color we're going to use, let's see, I guess we'll use that yellow. No, I didn't want to do that. So we'll do the we'll do these run-ups in yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that for the time being. So what we're looking at here, again, this is not in any way, shape, or the form regular stock action. Okay, 221,000, 541,000, 500 or 768,000, 684, 1,201,000. Yeah, you heard me right. 1,201,070. So I need a swig of my Red Bull because I'm goddamn fired up today. What you're looking at there, I guarantee that those are buy orders that were from yesterday, placed in the dark pool, and used today. Now, they have to get them out there. Okay? So this is what I see on a daily basis with AMC. So no matter how good of a chart artist you are, you can use all of the indicators that you want. Okay? These indicators just simply lag. They really don't do much for you. I really don't use them on the Webull chart. I like the Webull chart because it's easier for me to manipulate, use, and see. But I also have TradingView set up because I have some other indicators that are not lagging. They're indicators that I actually pay for with my algorithm program that we're going to be getting into. So I'm going to be showing you AMC live price action coming from the dark pool and the high frequency trading algorithm, but we'll get into that. So these shares were just dumped. Okay, there's no doubt about it. This could either be a small short attack right here, or these are sell orders that were held over and they're being dumped, or they can be, regular sales, people selling their shares, but I highly doubt it. Because everybody, 85%, if not 90% of the people that are involved in this play are not selling their damn shares. What do we apes say? Buy and hold. So who in the hell would be dumping 700,000 shares, 1 million shares? It's either an institution or, other people outside of the ape community dumping some shares. Swing traders, day traders. But again, I highly doubt that, because by now everybody knows that AMC will eventually go to the moon. And when this damn thing explodes, it's going to be a life changer for a lot of people, on the good side and the bad side. And the people that are on the bad side are not any of us. It will be the market makers, the hedge funds that have manipulated this stock. And once they discover the naked shorts, that's it. It's over. And it's going to bleed. And it's going to bleed for a long, long, long time. That much is a fact. So, we'll go ahead and get into more and more of the price action, because I'll tell you what I saw yesterday was just absolutely disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. And I'm just going to go ahead and pan back here real quick, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. So let's go ahead and just move back into the disgusting look yesterday. Okay, I mean, this right here, folks, this is yesterday. This is a prime example of a manipulated stock position, a bull trap. And look, they're making money hand over fist with these AMC options. And I've been telling people for months now, and so have other apes been telling other apes, stop buying the call options. Some people are getting lucky, God bless them, but a lot of people are losing their money. So there were about 30,000 contracts, I think $40 strike price. Well, if you didn't sell them some bitches a while ago, then you're out of the money. You're out of the money. You lost your money. But the market maker, well, they made money. They keep all of those premiums. So you guys are just kind of pissing in the wind and donating that money. If you want to play options, pick another stock. Just my advice. You can do what you want with your money. Just my advice. There's plenty of other small squeezes out there that are currently being conducted. I'm making money off of them, and hundreds, if not thousands, of other people are making money on them. So, maybe take that advice. So they manipulated this stock. They set this bull trap up. Perfect scenario. And immediately when you started looking at this from yesterday, ooh, man, people started getting chubbies, as I call them. Full-blown erection. Big fat chubby candles flying high. People screaming, yelling, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. But I knew immediately when I saw this first pattern arise, and whenever you have this very slow little choppy movement, and then you see these little boner candles start popping up, I knew immediately, just based on the volume, because we don't see this kind of volume in AMC. 800,000, 700,000, 1.25 million, 1,100,000. Okay, this was all sales, 1.6 million. This was all AMC stuck in the dark pool from yesterday. And they were meaning to do this. Folks, listen. These hedge funds, or Citadel and the market makers, they are not stupid. They employ some of the smartest people in the industry. They import people from other countries that are, quants or superior mathematicians, people who have backgrounds in physics. I even heard of Citadel employing young people fresh out of college that studied climatologists. Why? Because they're good with statistics. So, yeah, maybe they should go, work in the climate industry and make maybe 60, 70 grand a year. Or you could go work for the big number one hedge fund and make $300,000 a year and, and work in a plush office. So what's it going to be? Fresh out of college, you have all of this freaking debt. Oh, yeah, now you're recruited for a hedge fund. Now you're cramming numbers and statistics. Well, there you go. So this run up yesterday, I mean, I've seen these 100 times. It's nothing new. So I knew immediately once we started getting up here and it popped that $40 range, as you see right up there at the top of the screen, you see that 41.50. Okay. Well, that was a target price that they were trying to hit. They'll hit that algorithmically at that 41.50. And as soon as they hit that 41.50, what did they do? Bingo, right over here, candle, almost 1.4 million shares dumped right there, and then the downtrend. Okay, so there's no doubt in my mind that they probably FOMO'd some people on this little bull trap coming up. And the reason why they're doing this is to, set things up for today. Now, they need to keep the price action under control. They cannot let AMC or GameStop be organic. They just can't do it. If they do it for one day, you can guarantee that it would be the end of them. And they're basically just prolonging the inevitable. That's just plain damn truth, and they know it. And every single day, I had a long discussion with some people on my Discord, which is pretty cool because, people can jump in there and we can speak. We can talk with each other. And I could also share my screen. I could also share video clips. And it was kind of like a little teaching and learning session for these younger guys. And I could tell they appreciated what they learned yesterday. So, folks, what we're going to see today, it's going to be kind of a lumbersome, day. It's going to be slow action, probably very, very low volume. But then again, you never know. It's the stock market. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to pay attention to what they're doing, because if they're smart and in their strategy room at their headquarters early this morning before the market opened up, they're getting together. They're getting their strategy together. Just like a pro football team, man, they're in the huddle. And they're saying, okay, what do we need to do today? And they put their plan together. And you could see that they are instituting their plan right in front of your eyes. We're going to take a look at these algorithmic patterns right now with the dark pool and the high frequency trading. So let me just go ahead and pop out of here. And, let me just move over to here. Okay, so here we are. Okay, just took a second for it to click in. So let me make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, just let me make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure my computer was lagging a little bit. Oops. Okay, so we're back at the flow trade. Okay, so right here we're looking at the high frequency trading algorithm. And you can see the date right here, 10/1. Okay, so this is where it started, and it's going pretty slow. You can see right down here, the high frequency trading algorithm is trying to pull the price downward, and seems to be doing a pretty good job. We could also flip back over to the dark pool. The dark pool, this is in real time also, folks. And it's moving very, very, very slow. And the reason being is, okay, they're going to be shorting the stock. They're going to be dumping from the dark pool. And they're going to be using the high-frequency trading algorithms all at the same time. That is the only way that they can get this done. If they stop doing one of the three, they'd be in trouble. No doubt about it. So, I mean, it's so slow. I mean, it's worse than watching paint dry. And whenever you see the pink line, which is the dark pool algorithm, whenever you see this right up in the price line, that is a sign that they are utilizing sales, buy orders, sell orders directly from the dark pool into the lit market. Okay, because they have to report those. They have 24 hours to report that. And, you know, sometimes they'll use dark pool data that's collected that day. It all depends on their inventory. Okay, so if they're kind of low on inventory, then they'll start using sell and buy information from today, and they'll slip it in electronically, you know, as they need it. But I can tell you, you know, I think it was 40 million in volume, 41 million in volume that went into the dark pool yesterday. So that's that. Now we can combine these two algorithmic indicators, which we will do. And this would be the combination. So the combination of the two, dark pool and high frequency, you can see it's still dragging it down. Now you see very at the bottom here, you can see the high frequency, the combo of the two algorithms are starting to point upward. Okay, so it's not going to be just a flat drag it straight down to the bottom. No. They'll peter themselves out. And the reason why you're seeing the trading so damn slow right now is because they have to slow it down. When they slow it down like this, they are basically utilizing time, putting time on their side, because they have to stretch this out all the way till 4 p.m. And they have to leave something to utilize right at the end of the day, just in case something goes awry and they have to keep that price down below $40. Okay, so they will probably try to push it down close to, well, I don't know. They may try to push it down close to 35, let it kind of build back up, get around 36, 37, 38. But I think we're probably going to end up closing, somewhere in that neighborhood, 37, 38, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher. Really, it's hard to read until we really get up to that point. So I'm going to go ahead and flip back to our price screen, our chart. But one other thing, I could also take a look at all the block trades. So we'll type AMC. And this is also block trades in the dark pool and block trades, just regular block trades. So nothing was in the dark pool. If it was in the dark pool, it would be outlined in blue, like right here. Last dark pool big block trade purchase was September 27th, 11:45 in the morning, 158,400 shares. But today, regular block order, and you can say, this was definitely an institution buy, 347,740 shares at $39.18 for a cost of $13.62 million. And that was at 9/31 a.m. So that was set. The minute the bell rang, boom. Some institution said, we got to get in. The price is ripe. And look, folks, institutions that are making these big block trades in AMC, they're not stupid. Okay, they're gonna hold this position. How long? I don't know, but they're definitely going to hold this position. And with 347,000 shares, they could definitely make a good bit of money. When AMC goes up, and they could hold it long term. By now, I'm sure all of these people that work in these institutions as financial people, I'm sure that they know and that they've heard about what's happening with AMC and this possible mega squeeze. Look, folks, this is going to go down in history. Okay? The AMC squeeze will be the largest squeeze in stock market history, bar none. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. We can go ahead and check out the block trades in the dark pool, over the last couple of months. And there really hasn't been that many block trades in the dark pool, going back July 20th, 200,000, 150,000. Now this one was a big one. Okay, that's 1 million shares at 32.36. And that was August 12th. Now, whether that was sold off, that I don't have that information. But there was another nice big one here, September 17th, 850,000 shares at a price of $45.35. Now, whoever made that block trade, probably an institution or another hedge fund, at $45, they probably shit their pants when the price went down. But they're pretty much, in the loop and saying, okay, well, it went down, we're going to hold, we have to hold, or they immediately started selling off. That's all speculation coming from me on that. But 850,000 shares at $45.35 on September 17th. Unusual. No doubt about it. But I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to turn on, because it seems like the dark pool algorithm is what is really running the show. Now you could add, just by clicking up here, this is Flow Trade. I pay $200 a month for this application, and it is the only one out there with the proprietary software to follow the dark pool algorithmic activity. It's the only one out there. $200 a month. Plus, they also have a couple of indicators that you could download into TradingView and like TD Ameritrader, the TradingView, and a couple other stockbroker applications. You can download these indicators, and they're not like those other indicators where they just kind of lag. They don't show you anything, up front, or put you out there into the future just a little bit, even 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or a minute. Now, whenever a normal stock is in a regular flow, this is ticking by very, very slowly. But how this helps me out is when it's a normal pattern, I can watch the very, very tip of that indicator. And it will be just a little further out than the price action, which is in blue. Okay? And that will signal me, or allow me, that little bit of an edge to make a decision whether or not I want to get in or out of a trade. Okay? So, as a trader, or a day trader, or a swing trader, or a novice trader, you've got to come to the game with some tools. Okay? Just like a carpenter showing up on a job site and he don't have his tools. He has no hammer, no saw, no measuring tape. What is he to do? Okay, so Nowadays, since trading is mainly 100% electronic on the internet, not on the phone, you need some tools. Technology is on our side as retail traders, but technology is also on the side of the hedge funds, the investment firms, and the market makers. Okay, so it's like the David and Goliath scenario, and us being little Davy. But anyways, this is a little boring. We could also click on this one feature here. And this gives us what looks like kind of a Fibonacci retracement. But what it really is, it's kind of like a resistance and support levels. Okay? And this isn't really a good example of how this portion of flow trade actually works. But I could get into that at another time. And right up here, you see a percentage, 12 point, what the hell does that say? 12.13%. Okay, so that is the dark pool buying pressure. Okay, so it's relatively low right now, but it will get jacked up as time goes on. So you can see how slow things are going. And they're doing that on purpose. So we could flip to the high frequency trading algorithm. Okay, this is what we call machine trading. Let's get rid of those lines. And you could see that the algorithms are collapsing and they're wanting to sell off very, very early. Right there, 10-1, boom. They're trying to drag it down. Well, let's take a look real quick. And let's see what the situation looks like. Well, there you go. There's your downward. 576,000 shares. Downward. Small dump here. And you could see these are small orders. 150,000, 235,000, 306,000. So they have slowed it down to a crawl. Now, there was a pivoting point a few weeks back when they were running different algorithms, and they were kind of doing this same slow-mo crap. And then at 11:30 in the morning, all of a sudden, it would change just like that. And things would go the opposite direction, and they would start to speed up. And it was almost like a complete crisscross pattern. I was overlaying charts for a couple of days and overlaying them on top of each other. And you can see the similarities, but one thing that was spot on was that key moment in time at 11:30 a.m. because their strategy changed. Okay? So, again, we are up against some of the most powerful computer systems that exist on this freaking planet. And we're also up against one of the most powerful companies on this planet. And others, other little hedge funds, dipping their head in there. But the short action, the shorting frenzy is really coming from a company called Simplex LLC and Susquehanna. Those were the two companies, hedge funds, that were really, really shorting the living hell out of AMC. Whether they have slowed that down or not, I don't know. I'd have to look for the report on that and see. But they're not market makers. Everything goes into Citadel as a market maker. Now, many, many years ago, Citadel only, I think it was about maybe 25% of the action went through Citadel. That number grew to 40 to 50. I don't know what the exact percentage of market action is going through Citadel right now. But from what I'm seeing on these charts on this stock, the manipulation is 100%. There's no organic trading here. If there is, it's very little, and you probably wouldn't even be able to pick it out or recognize it, even as an experienced trader. Just absolutely incredible. Real quick, folks, let me take a look at one play. I don't have my AMC shares in Webull. My AMC account is in Fidelity. I do use my Webull account for other small trading plays and things of that nature. One of them that I've been tracking and I just got involved with is CEI Camber Energy. And let's see what's going on. So you can see my position up here. 337 shares, $3 and 3.893. That's what I bought in. Now, several days ago, I did buy in to this Camber Energy in my Fidelity account also. And I went a little overboard. I think I bought like a little over 10,000 shares and at a much, much lower price. But look, this is a bullshit stock, okay, with only 100 million shares in its float. And look at the volume. 146 million shares by 10:45 in the morning. Yeah, you heard that. You heard that right. 146 million shares. Trading volume 10:45 a.m. Where the hell is AMC? Manipulated 27 million shares at 10:45 in the morning. Yeah. Go figure. And look how slow it's going. You know, it's like I said, it's worse than watching paint dry. But this CEI Camber Energy Company, it was trending quite a bit on the Reddit groups, and I got tipped off to it. You know, so last week I started buying into it. I've made some money on it. You know, I'm a trader. I'm addicted to trading. I've been trading for 25 years. So it's very hard for me to sit here and watch paint dry with the AMC price action being manipulated and not trading. You know, so there are some other trades out there that I'm involved in. DATS, GROM, GROM, and RCAT, and naturally the CEI. You know, and as time goes on, you know, maybe after we get through this this MOAS, you know, maybe we could get some trading forums together that are a little more organized. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I fucking will. Maybe we should get a little more organized after this MOAS is over and we have our tendies in our pockets. You know, maybe people can join up in these communities and we could get a little more organized. And with all of the brains, the smarts, and the intelligence that I have come across in this ape community blow my mind. This is not a stupid bunch. We're smart, we're intelligent, we're experienced, and we come from a very broad avenue of experience and talents. It blows my mind. So, you know, if you come to think about it, wow. You know, I mean, we have some damn good talent that we could open up a hedge fund and be successful on day one. Yeah. I mean, that's the way I feel. Like I said, I've been in other people's discords. I've been on a bunch of these space calls. I've had long talks with other folks in the ape community. Smart, very, very smart people. And whenever you bring people together from different avenues like that, in a business sense, you have the makings of a Super Bowl team. So I mean, we don't have to, necessarily form a corporation, because that would be a big pain in the ass. But binding together within a community and hashing out some strategies, taking a look at some stocks, and then, I got to watch what I say a little bit, but, everybody would get the idea. Oh, okay, well, here we go. Let's buy, 5,000 shares of this company, or let's buy 100 shares or whatever. And listen, folks, don't think that this isn't done behind closed doors on fucking Wall Street. It's done every second of the day. Collaborating, collusion, cohorting, you call it whatever the hell you want. They do it on live TV. Look at that pencil neck Jim Cramer. He does it. Live TV. So what makes them any different than us? But now, retail traders have a voice. And on top of that, we have muscle. Big time. Just with the AMC community, the GameStop community. And, I'm sure at one point in time, the Doge cryptocurrency community will come into play. And I'm sure there are apes that hold crypto. I have a little bit, not too much. I'm really not a crypto trader. Knock it off, dog. My little wiener dog hears somebody walking outside, and he wants to tear into their guts. I don't know if you guys could hear him in the background. But, folks, I had a lot of people asking me for the last couple of weeks if I would, live stream, the things that I know. And, I told them, well, maybe I could, But usually, in the course of the day, I'm a little busy. I'm busy digging into what's happening with the price action. And I was, taking care of financial business, doing my regular day trading. And I do have a very substantial amount of money involved in AMC, which, I got involved in AMC in January. And it was interesting. I really wasn't going to participate, even though I did participate in GameStop. Made $328,000 and was pretty damn happy. But I started looking for companies that were going to be hurt by the pandemic. And one of the first ones that came to mind were restaurants, restaurant corporations. And I got a few friends of mine that are in the restaurant business. And just by talking with them, I could see that they were hurting. A good friend of mine down in South Florida, he owns a whole shitload of franchises. And he was just devastated for quite a while. And I have a few friends, I live up here in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and I had a bunch of friends up here that were just crushed by that scamdemic. And that's when I started thinking about, okay, well, these restaurant corporations, their stocks are going to probably plummet might be a good time to add a whole shitload of them to my portfolio. Buy in at some really, really low prices, and when things ease up, stock prices will go up. I can make a killing. But then, as I was getting ready to make some moves, AMC popped up on the radar. And I started hearing about the squeeze. And I thought to myself, well, the movie industry, entertainment, once people are once again let out of their cages to get back to their life, movies are going to be something that they're going to go to. And the movie industry in general was holding back all of their premieres, all of their big gangbuster movies. They weren't hitting the silver screen because there wasn't any silver screen. So they kept them all in the can, as they say. And I knew that eventually, when the lockdown was lifted, where's everybody going? They're going to a bar, they're going to a restaurant, or they're going to go see a damn movie with their family. Boom, boom, boom. So I took a look at the price of AMC, crushed down to $1.91. And I sat there and I thought deeply about pulling the trigger on a $100,000 deal. And then I just said, fuck it, let's do it. 50,000 shares, $1.98. Yeah. So that kind of knock it off. Harley, get over here. You just knock it off there, little baby dog. My dog here's a neighbor getting, hey, knock it off. So, I did. I pulled the trigger on that deal. First time in a long time my hand was shaking. Because I day trade and I have a cash account. So, my cash account blew up when the GameStop saga went down. And I kind of feel bad because I paper-handed that bitch, at $328. And I blew out of there just in the nick of time. And you see all the saga playing out with the lawsuit, Melvin Capital, Robinhood, Citadel, Kenny G. You see all that playing out on Twitter right now. And over the last couple of weeks, when AMC was up there, 72 and below, man, I was up $3.5 million. $3.5 million. And since they've been crushing the stock throughout all of August and all of September, I watched all of that dwindle all the way back down to 1.6, 1.5 million. So the other day I got really, really pissed off on Twitter. I had it, watching that kind of money go down the drain. But I know that it's going to come back around, eventually. Eventually it will come back around. But let's take a look. We're going to go back real quick. We're going to flip back to the algorithmic trading. And I could see something has changed. And let's see if it is the high frequency trading algorithm or the dark pool algorithm that is creating this little bit of a ladder. Let's check it out real quick. So you can see right here, the high frequency trading algorithm way, way, way down below the price line. So let's check out the dark pool and let's see if the dark pool algorithm is, yep, there you go, right there. So you could see right now, as we're watching this live, the dark pool is controlling the price line 100%. And I think more people need to see this. You know, I mean, we only have like, what, 7 people in here watching. Everybody should be watching this, you know, because they're all having their own theories about what's happening. You know, all this charting stuff that we see out there every day. I'm going to pull up the trading view, and I'm going to see how these other algorithmic indicators are working out. So give me 1 second. Let's see what's up. Okay, so we have AMC. Now, this is also part of my flow trade program, and these indicators are downloaded into TradingView. They're like $97, but I get them, you know, forever. I have them. This right here, this indicator down here, this is a squeeze momentum indicator. Okay, so you don't see too much activity going on right here, but right there you did see the squeeze indicator kick off. And for somebody who is not an avid trader with a lot of experience, this would be a good investment for someone that doesn't have that experience. Why? Because once you download this indicator into TradingView and you put this indicator to work, you put it into action, it will show you where to sell, where to buy. And it's nothing that you have to, like, you know, super set up and have a shitload of programming experience. No, it's all pretty much self-explanatory. So that sell indicator will pop up immediately. And if you're prepared and you were involved in active trades and you had, you know, for instance, we're just going to use this AMC stock, and you bought in, we'll use this for example, you bought in right there as a buy signal. Let me just zoom in a little bit. The buy signal was right there. Okay, it was confirmed by that candlestick. There's your buy signal. So you had your buy set up. You bought 100 shares, and boom, 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 it started rising. Okay, and then it started falling. And here is your sell signal, right when it was going to level off. Now, the algorithm had to confirm itself. You would think that it would confirm itself right up here at the tippy top, but no, it needs more data to confirm whether or not you should sell. So you may leave a little bit of money on the table, but not much. Then it leveled off. It did give you another buy signal right here because that was a large candle, and another sell. So the way I have this indicator set up is for me, meaning, you know, I day trade, I swing trade, so I'm taking small movements and I could make money off of them. But if you want to go long, you would just change some of these settings, and it will change the buy and sell periods. And it's a little hard to explain, but if you leave it on default, if you leave the indicator on default, then you won't have any issues, you know. But I have it set up for some day trading and some swing trading. It's pretty good program, and the indicators, like I said, they are specifically designed by the company Flow Trade that I use to watch the algorithmic manipulation. Let's just call it that, within the stock market. But we could take a look. We could take a look at that CEI, and let's see what's that Camber Energy, and let's see what's happening there. Now you can see there was a nice big sell signal. Oh, these damn ads on TradingView. And it's pretty much all sell, sell, sell. There's a few buys in there for swing trading or day trading. And then bingo, here's your buy. And you could, once you see a sell signal, you don't have to sell. You can roll the dice. And I wouldn't have sold there. Why? Because you see right here, it kept going up, it kept going up, it kept going up. And when you look very carefully at the blue indicator, which I'm running two indicators on this. I'm running the flow trade indicator and the RSI indicator. And I mean, you can see right there that it's making an upswing. So I would have still stayed in this position here. And I'm riding this. And I'm riding this wave. Why? Oh, well, I would have looked down here at the squeeze indicator. I would have seen a nice arch right there, even though it did pan out. To me, that's showing me a little bit of consolidation, and it's about ready to make a move upward. And then I would be comparing this. I'd be comparing this with the flow trade algorithms to see what's happening in that stock, and that's exactly what we'll do just to show you. So you can see dark pool activity is on top of the price line, which means it's going to be starting to make moves upward. And then I would definitely take a look at the high frequency trading algorithm to see what it's doing. It's below the price line. It's very, very close. It's not diverged away or diverting away from the price line. And it has a little bit of an upward movement to it. And the trading on CEI is a little slow than it was for the beginning of the week. But it's probably going to pick up. But again, not just avoiding AMC, but I just wanted to show you how this works. And you could see what's happening with AMC. The high frequency trading, it's selling off. It's selling off, and it's trying to push the price down. But the dark pool algorithm, it is controlling. It is controlling AMC like a puppet, like a freaking puppet. And you can jump in here and you can see the live action volume, 31,000,005. That's like nothing. Like nothing. I'm going to jump out of here for 1 second. And let me scoot over here. Oh, there's some folks in the live chat. Pablo. The indicators on the flow trade, the yellow indicator is the high frequency trading algorithm or machine trading. Those are the algorithms that trade in milliseconds, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell in milliseconds. And the pink indicator is the dark pool. That is the dark pool algorithm. And dark pool algorithms, that's a market maker. That is a market maker. Okay, I'm just setting some things up here. Forgive me. Little background noise here. What did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to tweet something out. Oops. Do 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 do. Oh, let me get some damn. Oh. Hey, I did this. I did this little video today, which was pretty funny. I'll play it for you guys. Let me just stop it right here. I did this little video spoof dedicated to Citadel Securities from the AMC apes. And check it out. You can listen to it. You can see the naked shorts. How long has this been going on? I threw the little song in the back of it. Check it out. How long has this been going on? 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 Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I was a little bored early this morning during pre-market. So, I made that up. And, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you're definitely missing out. I try my damnedest to put out the best and the most accurate information on our beloved AMC. And, I do put some charts out, and I do put out as much information. And, I try to help people understand what is actually happening with this stock, because people just have so many questions, And, no problem there, Pablo. Any other questions you have, buddy? Just shoot them up in the chat. I'll be more than happy to help you out. But 60% of AMC shares in the last 30 days have been added or traded in the dark pool. In general, you're looking at about 40%. Some much, much lower, other stocks, but not AMC. I mean, they're jamming everything into AMC. They're jamming AMC into that dark pool. They have no choice. If they let it run free, they're done. There's just no doubt about that. And you can see Citadel Securities, they've been tweeting their asses off lately. They went 9 months saying nothing. And then all of a sudden, the court case comes out, and, they're being sued along with Robinhood. They're all involved in that. And, we've been taking our jabs at Ken Griffin and Citadel for almost a year now. And now all of a sudden they want to pop off on Twitter and, they want to shoot their mouths off, and they want to try to defend themselves. Yesterday I posted a chart. This was what you're seeing on your screen, AMC after hours. AMC after hours for the last couple of months has been boring as hell. Not much going on. But yesterday it was kicking ass. There was a bunch of action going on. Now, these algorithms that I talk about all the time, they don't run in pre-market and they don't run in aftermarket. Okay, so that's just basically free trading. And sometimes, folks, a lot of the trading that I do in pre-market and after hours. Okay, this was the bull trap chart that I put up yesterday, and I'll read you exactly what I said. And this was the bull trap setup yesterday afternoon, late day, going into the last third of the day for AMC. And my post on Twitter says, AMC, what a setup for tomorrow. The bull trap is set to make Citadel a boatload of cash tomorrow on the $40 call options, which means they will short the stock heavily to the level of around $35 to $38. Currently, there are 28,074 call options in the money at $40. Buyers beware. Okay, so a lot of people lost money. I spoke with a young lady yesterday who had a call option, and I think she said she sold it yesterday and lost money. So, they're baiting you with these damn call options in AMC. Yesterday, this was something that was really sparked some thoughts in my brain, and it piqued my curiosity, and I always pay attention to this. And this is the trading volume per hour. Okay, so you could see right here, 9:30 in the morning, 8.8 million shares. Okay, and then you could see the time progression every 30 minutes, 10, 10:30, 11, and you could see it was pretty steady here. It dropped off at 11:30. Remember I was telling you about that other price action back in August, where every single day at 11:30 a.m. the algorithm changed, and I could see it right in front of my face. I tried to show other people in some other Discord groups, but they just ignored it. They're just working on some other shit that makes no sense and is not going to make them any money. But you could see the algorithmic change, 11:30 to 12. Goes from 4.3 million to 2.9 million to 1.9 million to 1.7. And then we're getting into power hours, where they got to kick it up a notch. Almost 2.3 million, 2.3, 5.7. Boom. That was the big run up that I just showed you guys with that bull trap chart. 33 million. And then 14 million and 10 million. They lagged it off. So what are you trying to tell me? You're trying to tell me in less than 30 minutes, people, investors from around the world came together and bought 33,278,469 shares of AMC. No. Nope, ain't happening. That was all sales orders held over in the dark pool for a reason. And they set that bull trap up to have people, fear of missing out. They FOMO'd like a motherfucker to get in there and buy. And then what did they do? They crashed the stock right back down. And that was clear as a bell. And they pushed it back down also for a reason, because remember, that 33,000 shares right there, that took the price all the way up to $41.50. $41.50, right over the $40 call mark. People were like, "Ooh, yeah, baby, yeah. I'm going to make $1.50 times 100 shares." And if you didn't get to it in time and you didn't get your ass out of there, you lost money anyways. But it wouldn't have been all that much. But people just got sucked into it, and hopefully they learned their lesson and they take my advice and they stay away from these AMC call options. If you take them out, I don't know, like maybe December, January, maybe you'll catch a good profit. But trying to buy a call option in the beginning of the week that you think's in the money, believe me, by the end of the week, it will be out of the money and you'll be donating that money to Ken Griffin. So stay away from those short call options. And again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I posted this chart yesterday. Final numbers for AMC, dark pool, 60.13%. Dark pool volume, 58,579. 181,000. Jesus God. Now, if you would have tacked that on to you could see the volume right here, 100 million. Tack that on with that 58, our volume would have been 158 million. that would have been lit up like a firecracker on the 4th of July. But it wasn't, because they pushed all of that right into the dark pool, and they're using that against us right now. And this was pretty close to the end of the day. This was right after that run up, and I was still looking at the volume that was in the dark pool, and right there at that run up, we were at 41,000, and that was volume that was sent directly to the dark pool. But as you can see, on a daily basis, I post a lot of information that's very informative for everybody to learn from and to see exactly what's happening. One thing that I did notice yesterday, taking a look at these two charts on top of each other, these are coming from my flow trade program, and take a look at the price line pattern in blue and the algorithmic pattern in pink for AMC and GameStop. Now you tell me, look at the similarities. I could almost slide these two together and fit like a glove. So what are the chances two meme stocks looking almost identical in price action and dark pool algorithmic trading? Exactly. Total manipulation, man. Total manipulation. And this right here, this is what I was trying to show when that run-up came. Okay? And that run-up right there is short positions being covered, because everybody thinks that these hedge funds are not covering their short positions. Yeah, man, they're covering their short positions. They have to. Okay? The only short positions that can't be covered are naked shorts, because they don't exist. And that's how Citadel is going to get buried. Whenever it comes down to it, they're going to get stuck with all of the naked shorts that they supplied everybody else, and they're going to get caught holding the bag. And if it's $1 billion or 10 billion, excuse me, or 30 billion, whatever it is, that's what they're going to get stuck with. And they're going to have to cover those. If they don't, somebody's going to jail, because that's illegal. That's illegal as hell. So you'll be given the choice. You want to do 5, 10, 20 years in prison for collapsing the financial markets in the United States? Or do you want to cover this? Oh, you don't have all the money. Well, you better start selling those 15 houses that you have, and the jet airliners, and the yachts, and your bank accounts, and you better have enough money to cover that. But, if it was me, I was the head of the SEC, I would make them cover every damn bit of that money, and I'd still throw his ass in jail. Give him, what, Ken Griffin's 53 years old. He's the same age as me. I'd give him 10 years in Club Fed, So, he'll be able to get out when he's 63. He'll have a little bit of life left. He'll have no fucking money, and he'll be barred from the securities industry, but, okay, Mitch. Hey, man, thank you. Yes, I am the man. Look, man, 25 years in this business. I've seen it all. I've done it all. And I came into trading at the age of 21 when there was no technology. I was fresh out of the University of Miami and headed for my first job in the advertising industry. And, a friend of mine that I went to college with, he was into finance and economics. And he went to work for a brokerage firm that was right down the hall in the office building where I was working. And within 9 months, he had me into trading. And within 1 year, he was damn good at what he did. He was a smart guy, very, very smart. And he built my portfolio up to $430,000 in 9 months. And again, that's without, day trading, high-speed computers, and all that other good stuff. And but then again, let me add this in there. That was in the era of the dot-com company frenzies. All of those dot-com companies that had values in the multi-billions, and they were just paper companies. But I did take a bath many years later when the NASDAQ crashed because of some of that. So I learned a little bit of a lesson, and so did a shitload of other people. I think my father lost $3.2 million that day. And he went fucking bananas. Yeah, so did I. I was young. I was like, oh my God, oh my money. But I recovered, and it is what it is. But I just wanted to show you guys the amount of information that I put up on my Twitter account for all of you guys to see, learn, and maybe even use in the course of your day. I don't post anything about other stocks because I don't want to get grief from the ape community. I don't want people calling me a shill all of a sudden, because I post something about another stock, or I maybe give somebody else some tips on where they can make a quick buck. And that's what the stock market is. Pablo, let's see. What is your take on the rumor that the hedge fund covered the shorts yesterday, or there was a potential margin call? No margin call. And as far as covering shorts, right here. But this is just a small amount. Okay, you're looking at the possibility of either two hedge funds, which would be Simplex and Susquehanna. But again, this could be dark pool dumps from AMC buy orders from yesterday. And I was looking at the algorithmic patterns for this specific movement. And the more and more I think about it, after this formed, when these sales came in and it brought the price up, after it formed the pattern and I saw it play out a little bit more, then that showed me right off the bat that was a bull trap setup for today to crush the $40 options. So there's probably some shorts in there that were covered. I mean, these hedge funds have to cover their shorts. Now, a market maker is a little different. So they have a little bit of a different set of rules that they can follow with the DTCC. And all of these failure to delivers, all they do is when the date comes due, they change the date, they renew it, and they buy themselves some more time. That is illegal. But, well, let me rephrase that. It's in a gray area, and it is a filthy, stupid loophole that the regulation has in it. So blame that on Congress back in the late 70s is when that was placed into law and the regulation. It is a gray area, and the market makers use it and abuse it. And that's why you see nothing is ever done about the failure to delivers. That is illegal. If I sell you something and you pay me $10,000 for it and you come to get it and I have your money, and I spent it, and I fail to deliver the product to you, what do? You call the cops. And you're like, hey, man, I paid this guy $10,000 for this motorcycle, and he took my money, and now he doesn't have the motorcycle. He sold the title to that motorcycle to 5,000 other people, and they're all standing in line behind me because they all gave him the money too, but they're holding a copy of a worthless title and no motorcycle. So that's how that works. And the police would be the SEC and the DTCC. But does the DTCC do anything? No, they don't. All they have to do is pick up the goddamn phone and call and say, excuse me, Citadel Securities, there's over 30 billion failure to deliver shares in your fucking name. We're going to give you 24 hours to cover that. Has that been done? No. So that's where we're at, man. That's where we run into this issue, and it's painstaking. Will the stock squeeze? Yeah. It will definitely squeeze. No doubt about it. But let's jump back over here and let's take a look at what's cracking with AMC. And still, very, very, very slow price action. We could take a look at the RSI, and it's actually going up. But I'd like to see the RSI bust over that line, bust over that line 70 right there. And I have a couple indicators. I don't use these very, very much. This vortex indicator is not too bad. This vortex indicator, if any of you guys, are into some, as a new day trader, this is a pretty good algorithm to watch here. The red being selling pressure, the yellowish green line being buying pressure. When they diverge across from each other and start to separate, whatever line you see on top is what's going to be happening, meaning selling or buying. So where my cursor is right now, that was selling. That would coincide with this right here. And then what you're seeing here, where they crossed, you'll see buying. And that would be this right here. But this indicator does not give you too much time to be ahead, like the algorithmic programs I have. Hold on one second, folks. I gotta turn a fan on in this office because I have multiple computers running in here, and my office starts to get really, really hot. The temperature starts going up about 10 degrees hotter than it is in the rest of my house, and it starts really, really cooking in here when I have all these damn things fired up every day. Now, let's take a look at the dark pool real quick. Okay, we see what's happening here. So let me get out of this screen. So we're seeing some big candles here. 206,000 shares. What's brewing on this candle right now? 164,000. Okay, let's take a real quick look. Let's take a real quick look as that sumbitch is going up. Let's take a quick look at the flow trade. Dark pool algorithm, not doing anything. Come on. Oh, don't tell me this froze. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's offline. What the hell happened? Oh, no. I don't know why that's doing that. But it seems the dark pool's running up. Okay, let's get back to the trading view. And I'm going to jump out of this indicator. And I'm going to jump back out of this indicator, get back to Webull. Yeah, for some reason that flow trade went offline. That's kind of weird. Big candles, but not much volume in them. 206,474 and 357,000. Those to me would look like a couple of dumps from the dark pool, which we did see. Let me check the CEI. Okay, so that's moving slow too. Well, here comes another boom boom candle. So you see how fast these come in? 382,000. Now you're going to see these dumps coming in. $387,000, $169,000, $248,000. So they may be forming another bear trap. Let's see if it goes over $40. Let's see if it hits that figure of 41.50 again. Same thing as it did yesterday in the bear trap setup. So right now it's at 39.50. Let's see if it hits that 41.50. If it hits that 41.50, that's kind of suspicious. We'll see. No, it hit the 39.50. We're trying to pull it back down. Let's see how much volume is in this candle coming down right now. Very interesting. Let's see the resistance and support. This one indicator, this IC indicator, this is actually a pretty half decent indicator. It shows resistance in red, resistance zones, and in green, support levels, which is pretty good. This is one indicator that I do use from time to time if I'm trying to chart something out or I'm trying to get in or out of a trade. So I really don't want to get in a trade when the price action is below one of these resistance levels, because then I'm going to have to wait till it tries to break through. And it can get up into that red area, and I could think, oh, there you go, it's going to break through, and then the next thing you know, it gets pushed back down. All right, here we go with another candle up. Let's see if it breaks that 41.50. I don't, there's something just telling me that it's not going to even touch the $40 mark, but I may be wrong. They need to keep it below $40. Let's see if it hits. If it hits $40 or 41.50, if it hits the 41.50, that's suspicious, because that's the same high mark as yesterday. Now you can see over here we did hit a high of 40.12, but that was a millisecond. That was just enough to register that figure. See, this is kind of looking exactly like the bear trap that they set up towards the end of yesterday, which I know that did sucker a lot of people in. Some dude asked me, "You smoking pot?" Nope, not smoking no pot yet. I'm smoking a cigarette and drinking a Red Bull. Now look at this pattern. Look at this. Look how perfectly unison this is. This is a telltale sign of algorithmic trading. Look at this. Look at this. If you can't see that signaling, then and you're fresh to trading, you see some signaling like that. That's all machine trading right there, baby. That's all algorithmic trading right there in front of your eyes. This alligator indicator on Webull is also pretty good, but it is a lagging indicator. It's really not going to give you too much of a. Cause you could see the price is coming down, and the three indicators are barely moving, so they kind of lag behind. And again, they don't really do anything for your actual trading. If you're a day trader or a swing trader, or you're using these indicators to try to get in and out of a sell or a buy, yeah, you're going to lose your ass. So I really don't use them. I know they're nice and colorful. They look good on the screen, but they really don't serve a purpose. Now see, when I was talking about the RSI earlier, how I said I wish it would jump up over the $70 figure mark, or the 70% right here, and bingo, right there, and then it dipped down below. So what caused it to rise here, here, and here was this momentum. And then it dipped back down below, and that's what you're seeing right here. So, these indicators, they're all programs, they're all computer programs, and they're going to react to the price action that you see on the screen. And again, if we were trying to learn stock trading and chart reading, and we were in a class that was learning manipulation, machine trading in a stock, this would be the perfect class. But if we're in a class trying to learn about the indicators that are available on trading programs like Webull and TradingView and Thinkorswim, this would be the wrong stock to pick to try to learn that, because you're getting a lot of false positives and things of that nature. So it really wouldn't help you out to learn. Bollinger Bands, that's this indicator here. Bollinger Bands, they will give you somewhat of a direction, but they're also a lagging indicator, meaning they kind of lag behind a little bit behind the price action. So again, it's not going to give you too much insight on what's about to happen. And they will bend. They will start to bend downward a little bit. And this one will bend upward. And this one may bend straight. It all depends. These are just programs that are running off of the price action. And again, I don't use them very much, But just to show folks a little bit, the ATR, again, I mean, sometimes I leave it run at the bottom. Not too much. It really doesn't tell me anything. I just use different tools. The MACD, same thing. It is trending upwards. It is showing this trend, as we see, starting to go up. But these 2 points are coming very, very close together. They're diverging right back into each other, and we'll probably see. Well, there's a lot of fighting going on. If you look over here to the right in the order book, you could see the fighting going on. And if you look over here, folks, and you see all these orders for 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, these are shorts covering. They're dumping those left and right. Damn near all those orders popping through there. No, a good bit of them just went through. So that candle right there peaked out at 39.84. You can see how close they're letting it get to that $40 mark. I think probably eventually, sometime during the day, they may let that pop up over 40. We'll definitely see. One question here: Can the hedge funds cover via dark pool so that it is not reflecting in the price action? No, they can't cover in the dark pool. They will covering a short is completely different. They can't cover those shorts in the dark pool because the dark pool is not reported directly to the lit market. So when they're covering a short, that will show up on the lit market, what we're watching right now. And again, we're just looking at a lot of price manipulation. Let me check my CEI real quick. I'm waiting for this bad boy to run. And look at the volume. Look at the volume in this little itty bitty stock, this little energy company. It's an oil and gas company. 188.29 million. 188 million before noon. Where are we at with AMC? 30. What is that? 38 million. And we're going to take a quick look. Oh, here comes a dump. Is that going to come? Is that going to be a dump right there? Let's see what the volume is on that candle. Almost 400,000, 268,000. Let's see if that candle forms and creates a red candle. Nope, there's a push. Let's see if it turns red or green. 50-50 shot. Yes, if you look over here at the order book, you see these multiples of 100. 300, 400, 500, 100. Yeah, see, there's some action going on, but you figure in a stock like this with AMC, the price action, the volume would be intense. We're going to take a quick look at my little insider, and we're going to see how much has gone into the dark pool just before noon. So I wanted to see how this candle forms real quick, because there is a lot of buying pressure right here. If you look over the order book, there is a substantial amount of buying pressure that is occurring. Now, even though there is a lot of buying pressure here in the order book, if the algorithms in the dark pool and the high frequency trading are kicked into like overdrive, they will literally overpower the order book. So whatever the hell you're seeing over here in the order book off to the right ain't going to make a damn bit of difference. In a highly manipulated stock like we're seeing with AMC. And to me, that looks like people covering shorts, and I sure as hell hope people losing out on call options. Yeah, because they held the damn call option to the very, very last day, the expiration day, and they hoped that it would peak above 40, which would probably that would be their strike price plus. And they're gambling, and they're hoping that it covers. And then you may see people selling these lots of 100, one call option, 200, two call options, 300. 3 call options. Let's see if they're doing any spoofing down below. Nothing, okay. Sometimes they'll spoof orders in here, and they'll try to upset the or trick the algorithm. They'll put a crazy order in, and it will affect the price action, but don't see too much of that in AMC during the day. You'll see it first thing in the morning. You may see it right at the last couple of minutes during the closing. And why they do that is they try to trick the buying pressure or the selling pressure. They'll put a crazy order in and then they'll cancel it, and that will affect the price. It's a dirty trick. They use it, but, they're not supposed to do that kind of shit, but, they do. Now you see how we're just at a standstill here. You see how stagnant the price movement has gotten. It's like barely going anywhere. Yeah. Not too much happening, folks. It's like going to be like a boring day. This is like watching paint dry. We can flip back over to the other trade station here, where the algorithm indicators, we could zoom in a little bit. See, there ain't too much going on. They're doing their damnedest to. That's CEI. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, they're doing their damnedest to make sure this stays under $40. Wow, they really slowed this down. And it's getting close to noon. So, I don't know, within the next 10 minutes, by noon, that's halfway point. Well, 11:30 would be halfway point. But again, remember, if you guys were listening, I mentioned how things change. The algorithmic patterns change. For some reason within the AMC, it's like 11:30. So if you look, it was a little early. Here's 10 after 11 here. 11:20 it started, and then 11:30 the run up was right there. And then by 11:45, 15 minutes, boom. Now they're going to pull it back down. Oh, that was a real sharp turn. You see that white line right here? That white line was kind of poking out straight a little bit with a small curve, and then it just took a complete dive straight down. And if you watch that indicator, blue I have labeled for uptrends, and the white, so I could see it more clearly on the screen, the white is downtrending, selling, and these two indicators that come from flow trade, okay, I had to buy those. Okay, they gave them to you as a special offer, $97, but they work with real time. They're not like the regular indicators that lag behind. What the hell do I want to see lagging behind bullshit for? I want something to give me, 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds ahead of time. So you can see that slight curve, and I'm going to zoom in a little further for you so we can see it a little more clearly. So that straight downward movement has moved into a little bit of a curve to the right. And when you see that, that's a telltale sign that a green candle is going to pop up. So that means the trend is changing, but it's not much. So let's see what happens with that green candle. Now it's leveled off, which is a pretty good sign, but then again, it's 50-50. It can go up, it could go down, or it can be not interested. If nothing forms and that candle stays like this little cross, it's just not interested. The buying pressure, it's not interested at that price. So the next minute will tick in, and you may have some interested buyers or sellers, or the algorithms are going to continue to take control, the high frequency. But I think what we're seeing here today is once again all dark pool data dumping into AMC right in front of your eyes. And it is 11:56. So in 4 minutes, once we get to noon, let's see what happens. So that's a couple minutes away, and we'll see what transpires. But I knew going into today it was going to be a slow day. Why? Because again, it's just very heavily manipulated. The algorithms are controlling the price action in AMC, every single bit of it. Yeah, there's a lot of not interested in this price action. Let's take a look real quick, and let's see what is happening in the dark pool as we speak. Okay, so here's our AMC price right now, $38.90. Here's our dark pool as of right now. Dark pool percentage, over 56% of all price actions being pushed into the dark pool at a volume level of 20,500,730. And this gives you the other exchanges. Here's Chicago, here's the NASDAQ, here's the New York Stock Exchange, here's the ARCA, New York Stock Exchange. Look at the percentages. 10% going into Chicago, 8.72 going into the NASDAQ, 7% to the fucking New York Stock Exchange? Come on. And look at the volume we're missing. We're missing, in the dark pool, we're missing 20,500,730. Okay, this chart here charts out the algorithmic movements, and we are right here, 10-1. So we're just one little notch above 55%, 56%. So yesterday, dark pool was 58.8, almost 60%. 56% as we speak. Short volume. Well, this is for yesterday. Not interested in that. That's terrible. See, if we would add this 20,500,000, if we would actually add that to the 41,000, okay, halfway through the day would be over 60 million in volume. You really wouldn't see this slow sitting here watching the paint dry price action. You were asking what website is that? The website for the dark pool information. I'll put it in the chat for you guys, and you could bookmark it in your computers. Got it? Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be like a very slow bleed today. I don't think that they're gonna let this get anywhere near over $40. It may teeter. They may bring it up to $39.99 just to piss us off. Yeah, there's a nice order in the lit market for 5,060 shares. That's a real order. Look at that over in the right there. Boom, it was filled. There's another one down there for 1,500 and 1,588, 1,300. Yeah, there's some people buying, man. There's some people buying in the lit market. Cool. And that's the only way to beat this system with AMC right now is to make sure your sales go through the lit market. You can't do that through Webull. You can't do that through Robinhood. I use Fidelity. Fidelity is my main account. I use Webull for just some toying around, day trading stuff. I keep some money in this account, but nothing too major. But whenever I want my buy orders to make a difference, I will trade from my Fidelity account, and they have the option of sending it directly to the lit market, the NASDAQ, Chicago. I have all of them. The New York Stock Exchange, and that is absorbed in the price action live. What you're seeing on your screen, that will show up. But you can consider pretty much a very, very large percentage of what you're seeing here today is a very, very large portion of machine trading is how it's referred to. It's just the algorithmic trading. They just refer to it as machine trading. That's the name that was picked up many years ago when algorithmic trading became a thing in the stock market. You know, I'm hoping to hell all of these other $100, or 100 shares. I'm watching over here in this order book. Man, I sure as hell hope people ain't buying call options that expire today. Because they will lose their ass. They're not going to win. Yeah. I don't think we're going to go too far, folks. You know, it's just a little afternoon and a couple more hours to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live stream now, and the last hour from 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. I will live stream the AMC price action again, and we'll see where we close. I mean, I could almost guarantee it will be under $39 or excuse me, under $40. That I could guarantee pretty much. But then again, you know, it's the stock market, man. I could fucking be wrong. But yeah, the last hour, if you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, a lot of people have requested that I do live stream the AMC action and, you know, give some explanations on what we're seeing and what's occurring. And, you know, I don't mind. I may have to do a trade or two here or there live on screen. Forgive me, but money's money. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set up your notifications so that way you are informed. So oh, I can't do it myself here because I'm already subscribed. But there's a little bell button there whenever you do subscribe, and just make sure you set that notification for all. And underneath the video, there is a link directly to my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. Very, very active on Twitter, about 14 hours a day plus. And there is a direct link for my Discord. If some of you guys aren't familiar with Discord, I have a live chat room in there where you can literally, you know, come together, sit down at your computer, turn on your microphone, and we could literally have a group conversation. It also allows me to share my screen so you guys can see what I'm showing you, pictures, graphs, things of that nature. I had a nice 3-hour long conversation with a bunch of people last night, and it was very, very informative for them, and that is the purpose, you know, to help you guys move along in trading if you're going to continue to do it after this. Hopefully we'll all be rich. Yeah, man, we'll have tons of money, tons of cash. But anyways, folks, yeah, check back with me like around 3 o'clock. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll post the link, and jump on in, and we will do the last power hour of AMC. I'll see you guys soon.